bite, you bastard! I'll break your legs! Get back, you bastard! I'll break your legs!
coming from a very, very warm back bedroom tonight, and you can probably hear I've got a very big fan going on in the background because it is hot. There we are. Right, so we've got 3 rounds for you tonight, and I can't remember which way round they are. I didn't make the buttons. Never mind. Round number 1 is famous Susans and Sues. Hi, Sue. And the whole the Sue round was inspired because I watched back the holiday video from 2004, and there's the Dan going, "Oh, Sue, Sue, Sue," and I thought, oh, do you know what? We'll have a round about Sue, so that's what we thought we'd do. Round number 2 is about the body, and the last question in that round is a bonus question about Sue, because I didn't want to delete them all and go back and put it in. And then the final round is British cars from the 60s to the 1990s. Because why not? There we go. You want to make it a sound? I'll tell you what, I'll work on it, and we'll have oh, hello. We'll make it a sound for next week. Anyway, let's begin. Which American actress is known for her roles in Thelma and Louise and Dead Man Walking? Is it A, Susan Sarandon, B, Sue Ellen, or C, Sue Storm? The American actress from Thelma and Louise and Dead Man Walking. Is it Susan Sarandon, B, Sue Ellen, or C, Sue Storm? I didn't know what her name was. I had to Google it. The correct answer is Susan Sarandon. Well done. Number 2, in the Sue round. Which Sue released a song named Tom's Diner in 1992? Was it Susan Day, Suzanne Vega, or C, Sue Grafton? Which Sue released Tom's Diner in 1992? Was it A, Susan Day, B, Suzanne Vega, or C, Sue Grafton? Sue. 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 Pat. That was it. Pat. Sue. Pat. Sue. I'll go and dig it out later. Hello, G-Town. Nice to see you. I'm all right. Not very well, though. Well, chest is a bit weird, but, you know. It's probably the tits. The correct answer was B, Suzanne Vega. I'll go over later and I'll make the sound out. Yes, yes. If you haven't played along before, by the way, when we ask the question, if you type A, B, or C in the chat like everybody else, it will count your scores, and then we can play together. That would be nice. Next question. Number 3. Which Sue released Diamonds and Rust in 2009? Was it A, Susan Boyle, B, Suzanne Doyle, or C, Suzanne Baez? Which Sue released Diamonds and Rust in 2009? Was it A, Susan Boyle, B, Suzanne Doyle, or C, Susan Baez, or Baez, but the third one, A, B, or C? Ooh. Are the others real? Yes, because it was Suzanne Doyle. Number 4 in the Sue round. Super noodles are made by which company? A, Heinz, B, Knorr, or C, Bachelors? Super noodles are made by which company? A. Heinz, B. Knorr, or C. Bachelors? See what I did there? It's the Sue round. Super Noodle. I think they might be the no. Are they the same people? I don't think they're the same people that make the pot noodle. Could be wrong. Don't know. We're all going Bachelors. Correct answer. It was Bachelors. Thank you. Number 5 in the Sue rounds. Which Sue is famous for her songs Luca, fucking hell, and Stay Awake? Is it A. Suzanne Vega, B. Suzanne Morrison, or C. Sue Simmons? Which Sue is famous for her songs Luca and Stay Awake? Is it A. Suzanne Vega, B. Suzanne Morrison, or C. Sue Simmons? To be fair, I only know who one of them are. Lots of people going for Suzanne Vega. One person going Sue Simmons. Correct answer. It was Suzanne Vega. If you were paying attention, she's the same Sue that made Tom's Diner in 1992. Number 6. Which Sue is famous for her work on NBC Nightly News in America? Is it A. Sue Simmons, B. Sue Pollard, or C. Suzanne Reid? Which Sue is famous for working on NBC Nightly News in the USA? A. Sue Simmons, B. Sue Pollard, or C. Suzanne Reid? I didn't know that. Fancy sharing your birthday with Suzanne Reid? We're going Sue Simmons. It's Sue Simmons. Number 7. Susan Boyle featured in Britain's Got Talent in which year? Was it A. 2009, B. 2008, or C. 2007? Which year was Susan Boyle in Britain's Got Talent? A. 2009, B. 2008, or C. 2007? Please and thank you. My mum's so confident she's answered twice. But is she right? Most of you go in 2009. One person saying 2008. If you said 2009, you were correct. Oh, I don't know. I'm not watching. Number 8. Which Susan starred alongside Dustin Hoffman in the film Straw Dogs in 1971? Was it A. Suzanne Verdi, B. Susan George, or C. Sue Pennoodle? Which Susan starred alongside Dustin Hoffman in the film Straw Dogs in 1971? A. Susan Verdi, B. Susan George, or C. Sue Pennoodle? Sue Pennoodle is a real person because they texted me when I was on the radio once. Fact. Are we going Susan George? It was Susan George. Number 9. What was the name of the famous American suffragette? A. Susan F. George, B. Susan W. Wilbur, or C. Susan B. Anthony? What was the name of the famous American suffragette? Thank you. Susan F. George, Susan W. Wilbur, or C. Susan B. Anthony? Rather sad trombone indeed. Well, only one of you got that right. It was Susan B. Anthony. Number 10. Pardon you. What name is given to a rotating tabletop tray? Is it A, a lazy Susan, B, a spinning Susan, or C, a Susie platter? Spinning rotating tabletop tray. Is it A, a lazy Susan, B, a spinning Susan, or C, a Susie platter? I wish it was called a Susie platter. A Susie platter. She's a Labour candidate, I think, isn't she, for South Kent? We going with lazy Susan. It's lazy Susan. Right then, at the end of that round, the Sue round, let's see. Jonathan Morgan with 8, my mum with 8, Molly with 7, and G-Town's got 1. I think he might have disappeared. Never mind. Can we have a Daniel round next time? Yes, I suppose. On to round number 2, which is 9 questions about the body and 1 question about Susan. Don't ask. Which hormone is known as the happy hormone? Is it A, dopamine, B, ketamine, or C, estrogen? Which hormone is known as the happy hormone? A, dopamine, B, ketamine, or C, estrogen? Or estrogen, depending on which country you're in. Yes, they are, yeah. They won't be making that noise. Gone dopamine. It is dopamine. Some of your constituents would say B. I'm not surprised. And number 12 now. And let's have a look. Where will you find the carpals and the metacarpals? A, in the foot, B, in the hand, or C, in the spine? Where will you find the carpals and metacarpals? Are they in the foot, the hand, or the spine? You'll find them in a hand, not in a tunnel. 13. Which of the following does not have a vaccine? A, rhinitis, B, polio, or C, tetanus? Which of these haven't got a vaccine? Rhinitis or rhinitis, whatever. Rennie and Renata. B, polio, or C, tetanus? Hello. What are we all drinking? A little bit of Coke. Might need to go and refill it. I know. Rhinitis was the correct answer. Moving on. Hello. What is the formation of new blood vessels called? Is it A, osteogenesis, B, pathogenesis, or C, angiogenesis? The formation of new blood vessels, it's called what? Osteogenesis, B, pathogenesis, or C, angiogenesis? Yes, I'm eating some sweets. I've had my dinner. Bang in. It's angiogenesis. In which part of the body is ACL surgery performed? ACL surgery. Is it A, the ankle, B, the hip, or C, in the knee? What part of the body is ACL surgery performed? Is it A, the ankle, B, the hip, or C, the knee? Have a guess while I just quickly catch up with whatever's going on here. Oh, we're all going with the knee. It is the knee. Uh, 16. Which of these refers to being short or nearsighted? Is it A, myopia, B, glaucopia, or C, hyperopia? I'm not reading them out again. Which of these refers to being short or nearsighted?
Get back, you bastard! I'll break your legs!
Can you be quiet, please? Which of these is being short or nearsighted? A, myopia, B, glaucopia, or C, hyperopia? Hyperopia. Excuse me. It's myopia. 17. In which organ will you find the cerebellum? Is it A, the liver, B, the heart, or C, the brain? Where will you find the cerebellum? Shh. Is it A, the liver, B, the heart, or C, the brain? Where will you find it? Don't go looking for it now. But where will you find it? I know where you'll find it. Oh, excuse me. 18, I think now? Yeah, 18. Bang in. Which part will you not find in an adult human? Is it A, the meninges? Meninges. B, a cloaca, or C, a thalamus? What body part will you not find in an adult human? Is it A, the meninges, or whatever it is? Or is it a thalamus? That's disgusting. It's a cloaca. It's got lots of definitions. I was just reading something about it, and it said that there's a condition where something happens to it, and your fanny hole, your bum hole, and your piss hole can end up being one. I don't know. It sounded disgusting. I didn't want to read it. 19. Which condition does the term epilepsia refer to, or abelepsia, whatever? I don't know. Shut up. A, blindness, B, deafness, or C, death? Abelepsia or abelepsia, ablepsia, I don't know. Is it A, blindness, B, deafness, or C, death? As in dead. Which one is it, A, B, or C, please? Jonathan Morgan right at the last moment there. Most of you going with deafness. One person saying death. It's blindness. And now, I think this is the bonus Sue question. I could be wrong. Which moped did watercolour artist Sue Green once famously own? Was it A, a Yamaha FS1, B, a Honda Melody, or C, a Honda C50 Cub? Which moped did artist Sue Green once famously own? Was it A, a Yamaha FS1, B, a Honda Melody, or C, the Honda C50 Cub? I asked you because I couldn't remember which model it was. Now the time's up, I can say, well, I remember it was a Honda. The Honda Cub was good, but the Honda Melody, though, had a basket on the front. You can have a basket on the front, I think. Did you have a basket on the front of yours? I don't know why. I could just picture you with a basket on it. What colour was it as well? I think it was blue. Yeah, blue. There you go. I knew I had blue in my head for some reason. Although the most common colour of that was red, apparently, according to Google Images. At the end of that round, then, the scores look like this. At number 1 is my mum with 16. Jonathan Morgan's got 15. Molly's got 14. And G-Town still only got 1. It was brand new. Oh, bloody hell. Check you out. With your funky moped. Right, final round then. Now you're going to do crap. We're going to do British cars from between 1960 to 1999, I think it is. So sit down. Here we go. Which British car from the 70s is known for its wedge-shaped design? Was it A, the Mini Cooper, B, the Triumph TR8, or C, the DMC DeLorean? I misread that. I thought it said you're going to wank to this. It's not now. For God's sake, Molly. Answer the question. Which 70s car was known for its wedge shape? Was it the Mini Cooper, the Triumph TR8, or the DMC DeLorean? I'll give you a clue. It's not the Mini Cooper. Everyone going with the TR8. You would be correct to go with the TR8. Weird looking vehicle. More questions about Triumph cars in a bit. And number 22. Which British manufacturer released the Metro in 1980? Was it A, Hillman, B, Austin, or C, Humber? Who released the Metro in 1980? No, it's not the one known for its wedge shape. Was it A, Hillman, B, Austin, or C, Humber? Give you a clue. They built them in Longbridge in Birmingham. It's not there anymore, obviously. Time's up then. Most of you going with the safe option of Austin. It was the Austin Metro. Well done. '23. Which British sports car got famous in the 90s for its sleek design and high performance capability? Was it A, the MG Midget, B, the Lotus Elise, or C, the Morris Minor? We'll talk about the Metro in a minute. Which British sports car was famous in the 90s for its sleek design and performance capabilities? A, the MG Midget, B, the Lotus Elise, or C, the Morris Minor? It's not going to be the Moggy, is it? It was the Lotus Elise. The MG Midget was late 60s, early 70s. It's essentially what would happen if you got an MGB and squashed it. Now, going back to an earlier question, wasn't it called the Mini Metro? Well, originally, yes. When it was first released in 1980 on the dot, it was known as the Austin Mini Metro because it was replacing, or supposed to replace, the Mini. It was built on the same running gear and everything, but they called it the Mini Metro. And then I think it was about 5 years later, they just branded it as the Metro when they decided, do you know what, we're going to keep building the Mini because it's good and it's making us money. That is why. Although I kind of want a Metro. We've had a couple, but I kind of want a Metro. There we go. And now the Metro's been, as Jonathan Morgan says, it's now a free newspaper for bus and train wankers. Why isn't that working? Next. 24. Which iconic 70s car was named after an Italian city? Was it A, the Austin Allegro, B, the Ford Cortina, or C, a Triumph Dolomite? You did. You had a blue Metro van and you also had a red Metro. Which iconic 70s car was named after an Italian city? Was it A, the Austin Allegro, B, the Ford Cortina, or C, a Triumph Dolomite? Molly started learning Italian. Oh, konnichiwa. Bon appetit. And all that. I need to cough. Well, you're all wrong, you spazzers. It's the Triumph Dolomite. Which British company produced the E-Type and the XK? Was it A, Jaguar, B, Bentley, or C, Austin Healey? Cornetto con cappuccino, por favor. No. Which company made the E-Type and the XK? Was it Jaguar, Bentley, or Austin Healey? Banging, let's see, what did we put? I think we all put Jaguar, didn't we? Did we all put Jaguar? Did we? We all put Jaguar. Are we correct? All those who put Jaguar, are you correct? Yes, you are. Well done. 26. Which company made the sporty F in the late 90s? Was it A, Jaguar, B, MG, or C, Land Rover? Which company released the sporty F-Type in the late 90s? Was it A, Jaguar, B, MG, or C, Land Rover? Fun fact, I kind of owned one of these for a few weeks. It was blue. Only one of you have got this one right. It was MG. Yeah, MG made the F-Type, and then later on they released it again in the sort of mid to late 2000s and called it the MGF, just an MGF altogether. But originally it was called the F-Type. I had the later one, I just had the MGF. It got written off by a transit van. It was an ex-mother-in-law's. 27. Which model was also known as the Dolly Sprint? Was it A, the Rover P6, B, the Leyland Princess, or C, Triumph Dolomite? Which model was also known as the Dolly Sprint? Medium density. Fun fact, MG stands for Morris Garages. Love and light. There we go. Time's up then. Oh my god, seriously. Clues in the name, Dolly, Dolomite. They called it the sport model, they called it the Dolly Sprint because it was called the Triumph Dolomite Sprint. And they called it the Dolly Sprint. 28. Which of these was a model by the Hellman Car Company? Was it A, the Mini, B, the Hornet, or C, the Imp? Which of these was a model by the Hellman Car Company? Was it A, the Mini, B, the Hornet, or C, the Imp? Mother, I'm pretty sure that Grandad had one of these back in the day. I could be wrong. Long, obviously before I was born. Could be wrong. Oh, you did get it right. All right, that's fine. Yeah, I knew you had it. It was the Hillman Imp. A blue one. Very nice. 29. Which of these 60s cars was known as the Mini with a boot? Was it A, the Riley Elf, B, the Wolseley 1500, or C, the Talbot Sunbeam? Which of these 60s cars were known as the Mini with a boot? Was it A, the Riley Elf, B, the Wolseley 1500, or C, the Talbot Sunbeam? Also, can anybody remember what number question this is? We're all going with the Riley Elf. It was correct. What question are we on? Was that the last question? Somebody? I can't remember. Because the trouble is, if I press the button for the next question, it may throw everything off. Hang on a minute. No, that was 29. We've got one more question. This is the final question. Inspector Morse famously drove what car? Was it A, a Jaguar Mark II, B, a Jaguar E-Type, or C, a Jaguar S-Type? Inspector Morse famously drove what car? Was it A, a Jaguar Mark II, B, a Jaguar E-Type, or C, the Jaguar S-Type? Inspector Morse, off of inspecting on the telly. What car did he drive? No, probably not. Correct answer, he was famous for his Jaguar Mark II. Do excuse me a moment. Right, lovely, there we are. Fantastic. Who's ready to see who won? Probably. Jonathan Morgan with 22 and my mum with 22. It's a joint win. Molly with 19. Well done. You'll have to share the win. I don't know the best way to do that. Everybody had fun. There we go. We'll just leave it at that because otherwise we'll have arguments, won't we? So well done, everybody. It's a joint win. And next time we'll have a Daniel round. And I promise that we'll have the Sue, Pat, Sue. We'll have that as a noise. All right? Right, now I'm going to go and rest. Thanks for joining. Tatty bye.